There was a night I prayed so hard my knees hurt the next morning, and I got nothing back. No sign, no verse that jumped off the page, no peace, just silence. If you've ever prayed into what feels like an empty room, if you've ever wondered, is God even listening anymore? I need you to stay for the next 10 minutes, because I'm going to show you the exact thing nobody told me about God's silence. And once you see it, you will never experience a quiet season the same way again. Here's what I didn't understand back then and what almost broke my faith. Silence is not the same as absence. There is a specific reason God goes quiet at certain moments, and it's not the reason most churches teach you. Most people think silence means punishment or distance, or that they did something wrong. That's not it. And by the end of this video, I'm going to give you the 3 things you can actually do when heaven feels quiet, including one practice that changed everything for me that I've never talked about publicly until now. But first, let me take you back to that night.
It was 2019. I had just lost my job. My mother had been diagnosed 6 months earlier, and I was lying on my bedroom floor, not sitting, not kneeling, actually flat on the floor because I didn't have the strength to hold myself up. I remember saying out loud, "God, I have done everything right. I go to church, I read my Bible. Why won't you say something?" Nothing. I waited. I opened my Bible and just let it fall open, hoping for some kind of sign. It landed on a genealogy chapter, rows of names, not exactly a burning bush moment. So I did what a lot of us do. I got angry. I told a friend from my small group, "I think God's just done with me." And she said something I brushed off at the time. She said, "Maybe he's not silent. Maybe you're just listening for the wrong thing." I didn't get it. I actually got a little defensive. But 2 weeks later, something small happened. My car, which had a check engine light on for months that I couldn't afford to fix, just started running fine. Small thing. I almost missed it. Then a former coworker, out of nowhere, texted me about a job opening. Not dramatic, not a lightning bolt, just a text. Then my mom's second round of test results came back better than the doctors expected. None of these were God moments on their own, but stacked together over about 3 weeks, I realized he never stopped talking. I had been listening for a voice when he was answering through movement. That reframed everything for me. And that's the first thing I need you to understand.
Here's the truth most people never hear. In Scripture, God's silence was almost always a season of preparation, not rejection. Look at Joseph, sold into slavery, thrown in prison, somewhere around 13 years between the dream God gave him and the day it actually came true. 13 years of what looked like total silence. But he wasn't forgotten. He was being shaped for a role he wasn't ready for yet at 17. Same with David, anointed king as a teenager, didn't sit on the throne for roughly 15 years. In between, caves, running for his life, silence. Here's the pattern. Silence in Scripture almost never means no. It usually means not yet, and it's doing something in you that a quick yes never could. So when it feels quiet, the first question isn't, where did God go? It's, what is being built in me right now that requires this waiting? That question alone will change how the next few weeks of your life feel.
Now, that's the mindset shift. But mindset alone doesn't get you through a 2 a.m. moment when you're staring at the ceiling. So I want to give you the actual practice, the one my friend was pointing me toward that day that I only fully understood a year later. And it's the single thing that's carried me through every quiet season since. It's called tracking the small evidence. Here's how it works. Every night, for even just 60 seconds, you write down one thing that could not have happened without God's involvement, even if it seems small. A text that came at the right time, an unexpected sense of calm in a hard meeting, a bill that got covered somehow. You're not looking for miracles, you're building a paper trail of His faithfulness. Because here's the thing about silence, it distorts your memory. It makes you forget every single time he came through before. Your brain, under stress, defaults to he's never coming through. The evidence log fights that lie with facts. I still do this. Right now, it's a running note on my phone with over 400 entries. And on the hardest nights, when it's genuinely silent, I don't need a new word from God. I open that note and I remember 400 times he already spoke. That's not a coping mechanism, that's scripture. The Psalms are full of this exact practice, the writers constantly stopping to remember what God had done before, specifically to fight fear in the present moment.
But here's what I haven't told you yet, the thing that actually happened with my mom's diagnosis, because the story doesn't end where I left it. And there was one moment, about 4 months later, where I finally understood why the silence lasted exactly as long as it did. Not a guess, not a feeling, an actual answer. My mom's treatment finished. She was declared cancer-free. And at her celebration dinner, she looked at me and said something I still think about. She said, "You know, if this had been healed instantly, back when you first prayed, I don't think I would have started going back to church. I wasn't ready to believe yet. I needed to watch it happen slowly so I could actually trust it was real." She gave her life back to her faith during those quiet, agonizing months, not after some dramatic overnight miracle, during the waiting. The silence wasn't God ignoring my prayer. The timing of the answer was doing something the timing I wanted couldn't have done. My mother's faith needed the slow road. Mine needed the practice of trusting him without proof. That's when it hit me. The delay wasn't the absence of an answer. The delay was part of the answer.
I don't panic in silence anymore. I used to interpret it as rejection. Now, I interpret it as construction. Something is being built that I can't see yet, in me or in someone I'm praying for. I'm not saying it doesn't still hurt. It does, but there's a difference between painful and pointless. Silence is never pointless. If you're in a quiet season right now, job search gone quiet, health question unanswered, relationship in limbo, I want you to hear this clearly. You have not been abandoned. You are being prepared for something you're not ready to carry yet. If this gave you even a little bit of peace today, do 2 things for me. First, start your own evidence log tonight. 1 line, 1 thing he's done. That's it. Second, hit subscribe, because next week I'm covering the second half of this. What to do when the silence has lasted years, not weeks. That one goes deeper than anything I've shared today. Drop a comment with 1 word, just 1 word, that describes the season you're in right now. I read every single one, and I'll be praying over this list before I go to bed tonight. You are not forgotten. You're just not finished yet. I'll see you in the next one.